You don't need to jump out of bed and go for a 5-mile run, although that might benefit you in some way. I'm interested in practices that connect mind, body, and spirit. And you can do physical practices as well, but instead of stretching, go through the range of motion that you feel comfortable with. Don't force your hips open. Simply relax and exhale. As you exhale, you're going to relax even further. You can apply a bit of pressure and then release the pressure gently. That also activates the relaxation of the muscles. Breathing technique you can do in the morning is called alternate nostril breathing. And you take 2 fingers like this and place them on one side of the nostrils, the nose, and then inhale through that side. One side of the nostrils. Okay. I say that wrong every time. Breathe in through one nose. I say you only have one nose to breathe through. Inhale through the connect with the breath, whether it's a negative emotion or something's funny. I didn't know about breathing when I used to laugh. When you're talking to your friend and the teacher tells you to stop talking and then you start laughing and he raises his voice even more, so you start laughing even more because you're not meant to laugh. If I knew about breathing techniques then, I could easily control my breath and, in general, be more in control of myself. So I think breathing would be really good to teach at school. Yoga and Qigong is an extension of that because it's something that gives you mindfulness, not only a focus outside, but a focus within yourself. Let's begin this alternate nostril breathing. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. And you can add a short hold at the top and the bottom of the breath. So it's like inhale, hold, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and exhale. Hold 2 or 3 seconds. You can build up to longer, and that hold helps to unblock the channels. It also increases your CO2, which improves your oxygen absorption. Those are the 2 techniques that I use to really calm my mind. You can do it every day. Get in tune with your breath, slow it down, start to breathe from your belly even more while slightly expanding the chest. When you need a lot of oxygen, then you can fill up all the way and be ready to run or sing or power up your body. So it's more like the sympathetic nervous system when you're chest breathing. And when I say chest breathing, I don't mean when you're using your chest and your belly. That is diaphragmatic breathing. That means you're allowing the diaphragm to descend when you inhale and ascend when you exhale. Whereas if you're breathing only from the chest, it's more like a tight feeling, like it's a feeling of like emotional entrapment. The energy is stuck here. So that's why we try to bring it down to here and feel the belly expand as you inhale, sink as you exhale naturally, like not pushing it in. And that is called Dantian breathing, and it also helps to build energy in this area. And you can feel like the energy fills up, and then exhale, it expands through the arms, through the body. So there's no right or wrong way to breathe. At first, you're getting used to breathing in a different way. When you're born, you breathe from your diaphragm. You don't think about your breathing at all. When we sit a lot, this can also affect our breathing because sitting for a long time puts weight on the diaphragm and the ribs, and then the diaphragm finds it harder to descend and move up and down. So one easy way to fix this is to get up every so often, put your hands on a chair so you're opening your ribs a little bit and breathe deeply. You can lean forward a bit as well if you want to breathe more into the back. Or you can have your hands on your knees as well in a kneeling position or on a chair. Even sitting and breathing consciously will give you a little bit of a relief. Whereas if you're constantly sitting like this, or even worse, like that, you can breathe like that for so long where your abdomen creates space for the diaphragm, but your energy will eventually stagnate and sink. And even if you're sitting tall, the gravity is weighing down on you. The difference is when you're sitting on a chair, you're doing things, you're working or writing or whatever, simply the attention and the awareness required to breathe diaphragmatically and to harmonize your energy, it's just not quite there. It's like it might be a little bit in the back of your mind, trying to relax, trying to focus on the breath, but unless you're fully present in your body, there will be some kind of compensation